What time is it? uh, Woke up late. Barely got the show going. Man, it's a wonderful Thursday morning. I slept late. I usually get up about 5:30, at least by 6. Today I slept till after 7. I was like, man, sleep ahead. How's everybody doing? Well, we got a lag. We got Sadie, Dream Crushed. Hi, Diane. What's going on? We are sitting here just barely awake. We'll find something to talk about, though. We always do. well, well, I don't know what to talk about. Y'all come up with a topic over there, and we'll get rolling. I did. I did have a crazy little win last night playing poker. You know, there's a spot in a tournament, poker tournament, where you either don't make money or you do make money. The players who, like the tournament I played last night, you had to be top 270 to make the money. And I got right to that line with almost 0 chips. And, oh man, I kept ticking them down. 10, 9, 8, there's 3 players left, and I've only got about 1 chip in my poker stack. And then I barely made the money. And then like 2 hands later, I put in all my chips. I had like 2,000 chips left, which is nothing. A bunch of the players had like 300,000. And went all in with that. And that hand won. And the very next hand, which gave me like, well, I went from like 200 chips to 10,000. I went from like 2,000 chips to like 10,000 in one hand. And then the very next hand, I got pocket aces, which is the best starting hand you can get. And I went all in with it, and I won that hand. So, uh, not only did I just barely make the money, but I made like another $6 or $7 on top of that because I stayed in the tournament a little while longer, and I finished 150th place. There he is, Cyber Curtain Twitcher himself. We need some people to come on and chat with me. Let's see. Let me put the invitation link into the side chat here. Get somebody to come on and yak it up with me, because I'm boring by myself. And in walks Cyber Curtain Twitcher, and in walks Craig, the Land Shark Picker. Craig's getting pocket aces. I always lose to like trip 2. Yeah, that happens. Sadie played last night. He won pretty good on a $6 tournament, and then he joined the tournament I was playing, and I think he was tired by that time. Sadie still has a regular job, so he's allowed to be tired in the evenings. But he lost the What's allergic? Your internet's allergic? Where do we go? Sadie and I play at America's Card Room. It's an online poker site, and you use real money. Online poker used to be big back, what was it, 10 years ago, Sadie? I played quite a bit like back then. And then they shut down all those, I don't know, somehow was it federal government? Got all those shut down because they were running in states that didn't allow gambling, like Texas. But America's stupid. I mean, I'm not saying gambling is good for the United States, but every state now has gambling in some form or other, whether it's scratch off tickets or actual casinos and stuff. But the governments, they don't get to make any tax money off of that gambling, except for like the lottery tickets. Hi, Sally.
Hi.
Does the federal government and state government get tax money off of scratch-off tickets?
No, I think it goes to the schools and the roads, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, every
I
state.
think it's different for every state, actually.
Yeah,
but I don't.
none of that goes to federal.
I don't think so.
So my point is, Mr. Sadie and I play online poker,
Hmm.
and it's on the worldwide internet, so the bank accounts are offshore.
Oh.
The particular bank that is used by the one we play on is, I think, based in China. Anyway, if the United States would allow and tax online gambling,
Hmm.
they would make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of gambling in the United States anyway, with the legal casinos that are out there and all the scratch offs and lotteries and stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know if it'll ever happen.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Cyber, never been into gambling myself. Used to go with the horses once a year in the lottery, but haven't done either in maybe 8 years. Yeah. Um, I could see how betting on horses, you could come out okay on that if you did your research and know the horses, each horse. But I think a lot of people bet on horses and they don't know one horse's pedigree and trainers and everything from another. What you got? Comic books?
See this box?
Yeah.
This is full of tickets that I can put in for free play. So I have people that save these for me at the store, and then there's customers that play it too, and they save them for me. And this is like when I have time to do it, when I am not doing anything else.
Yeah,
And
you got
so
so much
that's
time.
so cool. So like you can put these in, and it plays the same game. Like if this is a bingo, it'll play the bingo game, and then sometimes you'll get prizes, and it'll come up with a $2. Like yesterday, I was showing a $2 coupon. It'll come up with a coupon. The most I've gotten is $100 on a coupon. And so you take that coupon to any store that has a lottery machine, and you cash it in, and you get scratchers with it. No lag.
Well, that's cool if you got the time.
Yeah.
I can't
So
imagine you having the time. You must.
yeah, I just threw away a stack that big that was expired.
Expired, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because once it's expired, like you can't cash it in if it's a winner. But if it's not a winner, then it expires at the same date to put it in for your chance.
I like your blouse.
So I like to play with what I win from my coupons, and I like to play with what I win from my winnings. And I don't usually put it all back, but sometimes I do. Like yesterday, out of that $100 ticket that I cashed, I got 30 back in tickets, and I lost. So it'll be another couple days before I play again, because I'll have to get some coupons.
There you go. Sally, I like your blouse.
Thanks. I just got this yesterday.
It's cute. It's got some little sparklies on it, and you get to show off your little tattoo of your skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Oh, don't show too much. Careful.
I have a tank top underneath. But,
oh well, still.
Yeah, it's a burnout. But guess what brand this is?
Talbots.
Nope. Faded Glory.
Faded Glory. There you
Yeah,
go.
I totally could have sold this because it is a cute top. But thank you.
Oh no, don't sell it. It looks good on you.
I have been up since I didn't get up until late. I went to bed at 8. I woke up around 3-ish and stayed up for about 30 minutes, and then I went right back to sleep. Must have been tired. And then I woke up at 4:30, and I've been up ever since, and I've been trying to like go through things. Am I going to get rid of it? Put it in the yard sale? Trash it? Where's it going? Because it's going somewhere.
Yeah, I gotta do more of that myself.
I'm so done with the clutter. It's hurting me bad. And you know what? If you want your life to be simpler, it's simpler when there's less clutter. I believe.
Yeah. I just have a fear of throwing out stuff that's sellable or valuable.
I do too. And usually that's when I have a problem, is when I've thrown something away and then, a week later I'll need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. But today I'm setting up my yard sale in my garage. So I've been going through everything. So everything's like a mess right now, except the spots that I've gone through. All that's nice and clean and everything, because I've been, sweeping and stuff, the dust and the cat hair and all that. in the little spots, you get freaking ball and it looks like a little kitten laying there.
Yeah. Look what Lag says. He says, I throw out stuff like it's on fire.
Oh.
There's a neighbor about the next block down, and he was cleaning out his charcoal grill. So he scooped up the old ashes and just dumped
Mhm.
them in the trash bin and rolled it out to the street for the trash guys to pick up. Fortunately, he rolled it out to the street because it still had live coals in it,
Oh
and
my God.
the trash cans are made out of plastic, so that thing started smoking and caught on fire.
Oh my God.
And uh, there was a fire, the fire truck got called because it was making so much smoke, and yeah, you can't put live coals into the. He just about, if he had left that trash can, like rolled up next, against his house, he probably could have burnt down his house.
Wow.
So that was funny times. Sadie staying pure. There you go, Sadie. Everybody believes that. Thanks, Aubrey. Yeah, I got to wear elasticated tops to fit over my belly. Oh, your garbage cans say don't put live coals into them. You don't realize it sometimes, but yeah, you can. char you know Charcoal can still have sparks in it a day or like 24 hours, 30 hours later.
Yeah, I'd say at least 3 days. Those embers can stay pretty hot.
We got wildfires like crazy around here now.
Hmm.
We got one going about 30 miles north of here.
Wow. You got a croup or what?
Oh, it's just I woke up late too. I usually get up around 5:30,
Hmm.
and since I've used the CPAP, I get like dry nose and throat,
Oh, right.
and it takes me like an hour or two to get my little cough and dry throat worked out. Sorry. No,
That's
I'm
okay.
fine. I just
No, I just want to make sure you're okay.
you hate HOAs. Yeah. It burned his brand new Cadillac up. Jeez. Oh no. That's horrible, Tara. Here, I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come on and talk it up with us. Thanks for coming on, Sally.
Yeah, no problem. Man, that's crazy. Burn your whole car up just so you can get rid of some coals.
I'm gonna go refill my coffee and get my cough on. Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get stuff situated, and I'm gonna be moving a shelf that I have in the corner today with my printers and stuff on it. I'm gonna try and be moving that out so that I can get rid of it because I it's been there forever. It's been there since my desk has been like this, I should say. And it needs to go. Need to get something else going in its spot because it's it looks rough anyways. It's like, sagging. So it'll be better just to get it out of there and go on with, a new way to do something, make it less cluttered. Clutter is so hard to deal with. I'm just trying to get through it, and I if I have to stop and think about it, like, do I really need this? Then it takes me a minute, and it's really hard still to just get rid of stuff. So I'm really trying to just toss it in the bag before I have time to think about it. Because if I think about it too long, I might keep it. Just for personal reasons, it's not anything to do with I might need this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Lag is that I should just throw it before I even start thinking about it. Corn is in short supply. Wow. Because of the economy, the heat is taking its toll. Huh. Yeah, I know, Mr. Sadie. It's really hard for me to get rid of stuff like that. And if there's any question about whether um whether I need to just sell it on eBay or something, I'm just like, is it in my categories? If it's not, then I'm not. I'm putting in the yard sale, and then where it goes from the yard sale goes where it goes. Hi, Tara.
Hi, Sally. What
How you
happened
doing?
to Todd? Did he fall off the edge of the earth?
I went to cough my lungs up and get a coffee refill.
Okay, so I'll tell you that this is actually a good charcoal story. So I don't know if you know, Jim was like on the volunteer fire department, I think for like 20 or 25 years when we lived up in Wisconsin. Okay, so these people are up there, it's a vacation area, are up there on vacation, and they have like a picnic. And the wife decides that because charcoal wasn't burnt all the way, she was going to save it for their next, barbecue or whatever, because she's thrifty and saving money. So she puts it in a bag and puts it in the trunk of this brand new Cadillac. They're at the hotel room. The Cadillac starts on fire. I mean, burnt to the ground, fire. And Jim's like, there's this, he's not in here right now. I forgot what they call it, but it's this spear you stick through the front radiator and it just floods everything with water. So they spear it and they do that. And he goes, and the husband was just there crying. It had like, I don't know, less than 1,000 miles on it. It was just he had
Oh
been
no.
anyway.
Wow.
He's crying and his wife's like trying to console him while she's trying to save, $3 worth of charcoal for their next barbecue.
Oh my god.
So,
That makes me want to throw everything away.
so what, is there any insurance that would cover that? Like,
I
just
mean,
covers
well, it'd be like
Stupidity.
stupidity?
I would assume it's like your house insurance. I mean, people like, leave a candle burning and burn their house down or whatever. I mean, you can't, I think stupidity is insured. It wasn't like you did it on purpose.
I
Yeah,
think there
Well,
should be
unless they prove that you burnt it down on purpose or something. I mean, I think you
yeah,
get insurance
John.
for just general stupidity.
there was
Good grief.
we bought a car. Me and my first husband bought a car in Washington State, and we bought it from this lady she was an older lady. She was probably in her 70s. We bought it for $100. And we get the car, and she says, there's something wrong with it. I can't figure out what's wrong with it. I haven't had it for that long, but I bought a whole bunch of parts for it because my husband that passed said that it needed these parts possibly. So I bought all these parts for it. and they were all in the trunk. So if you can figure out what's wrong with it, there's parts in the trunk. We opened the trunk and it is full of parts. New parts in the box still with the receipts attached. So we took it we took it to a oil change place, had the oil changed on it. It had no oil in it.
No, that's not good.
No oil. And so I had the oil change, replaced, and it ran fine. All the engine lights and everything went away, and it was fine. And um, and so we took all those car parts back to the store. And at that time, if you had the receipt, you could get cash back on the parts or whatever. So we got $500 for the parts. So we made $400 on the car.
There you go.
It was a sad thing because the same day we had the car like 2 days, and I lost the keys in the trunk, and um and so we had to break the lock. So
I'm surprised he was still running with no oil in it like that. I mean, when I was a kid,
no,
I did that where I wasn't checking the oil in my car and stuff, and I blew the engine in it.
Mm, you're one of those, huh?
Well, not anymore, but when you're 16 and stupid, I was.
Yeah.
your son's on eBay now, Mr. Sadie, or he's back on eBay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, my youngest son brought me a lawnmower that quit working, and I pulled out the dipstick and bone dry all the way to the bottom.
Hmm.
So I said,
Man,
son, this uses oil. You have to keep oil in it. And he was, it was so dry in there, it was hard to even get the motor to turn.
Yeah.
So he broke the rope off
oh my
trying
gosh.
to pull, and I was like, yeah, I may not be able to revive it, but I'm gonna try. 'Cause hey, a lawnmower even in a garage sale is $30 or something. It's a cheap lawnmower, but hey, or just keep it around for a backup if mine does.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Yeah, it's crazy that people can, think to replace everything but freaking oil.
Yeah, it is insane.
what's it? Your son is back on eBay, huh, Sadie? Scooter parts.
Well, scooters will probably be in demand, like with gas prices up, you'll probably
Yeah,
people
for
will
sure.
really be buying scooters again.
Yeah, that'd be a smart way to go, man.
John says, when I was young, I worked for a guy who leased a Chevy Lumina,
I'll be right back, guys.
put 36,000 miles on it without changing the oil. He thought since it was leased, it wasn't his responsibility. Even if it wasn't your responsibility, it still had to be done.
I never leased a car, but I think it's in when you sign the lease agreement, don't you have to maintain it?
I'm sure. I'm sure the guy had to pay for a new
Yeah.
motor, engine, and everything. Yep. So, how are your sales, Tara?
All right. I mean, this weekend I didn't think it was great, but actually from Monday until yesterday they've been all right. But
Yep.
I was goofing off a lot last week, so I probably wasn't listing as much as I should have either, to tell you the truth. So I mean, it is what it is.
Said he liked his truck so good, leasing it, he just bought it. I My sales been up about 30%
Yeah.
the last month.
Well, I
I
went to
have
that
gotten
horse
some
show
good
and stuff
stuff to
last
sell.
week. I was
Huh?
goofing around at that horse show last week, so I had a lot of days where I wasn't listing. And I will say, if you're not listing, I mean, it will affect your sales. So that's probably partially my fault.
Do you keep a lot of cash reserves around in case you find a deal to buy, or
Well, I still
in
buy
case
and stuff.
sales get slow?
I mean, I still buy and stuff, but I guess I'm a regular person, so I mean, I like to keep the money coming in. So
Yeah.
it's anyway, whatever. I just didn't think my weekend was as good as it should have been, but I mean, I still sold stuff.
Hmm. I have a new baby niece, great
Oh,
niece, grand niece. What do you call it when your niece
when your
has a
niece
baby?
has a baby, I don't know. I guess
Great
grandniece.
grand niece, great niece.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of chubby cheek. Got a little dark hair.
very dark hair. When was it born?
Just a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Yep. My brother's kids all have children now, and my boys, they can't figure out what women are for, I guess.
well, Jim's gonna have his first grandkid in November, and his oldest boy, I think 31. He was born in 1989, so does that make him 31 or 32, somewhere around there?
Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up a little while ago, so it's hard for me to count.
I know, but you're a school teacher. You should know that right off the top of your head.
Uh, I taught music, so I didn't have to learn how to count.
Oh, I thought you had to know how to count notes.
Yeah, I can count to 4.
Mm.
Uh, let's see what this moron has to say. I got a. I'm friends with Facebook friends with a lot of my high school classmates,
Hmm.
and one of them is he just a dyed in the wool hardcore Democrat.
Oh no, Todd, you're not fighting with him, are you?
I've made a couple of snarky comments on his feeds that he puts out about politics, but
Yeah.
um, he's never really responded back to me except to say that anybody who likes Trump or is a Republican is just a moron.
Hmm.
Golly. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to go into politics. I just saw his feed come up there, and I was like, Let's
I
see what
just so
Joe.
ignore. Honestly, if it's somebody that doesn't agree with me, I just ignore it because what's the point?
Yeah, it's just
It's like trying to teach a dog how to talk. You're gonna get frustrated trying to teach it how to talk, and all you're gonna do is make the dog upset.
yeah. I wonder. I wonder why so many people use Facebook as a political platform. Anyway, it's just
Yeah,
You
it
know?
it doesn't make any damn sense.
to me, it's just for showing pictures of your new great niece and your
Yeah.
new car and our trip to
Well,
Lower Ohio or something. See you later,
Yeah,
Saba.
I like to keep in touch with my family that way, but because we all live in different states, you know.
Yeah,
But
and I made a few
other than that,
political comments on my YouTube, but not Facebook.
mhm.
Sorry, Sally, I cut you off there.
it's fine. It's a great way to keep uh communication, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to see what's going on with like friends you don't see very often or family members and stuff. I don't do anything else. I mean, Jim left Facebook. I'm on Facebook yet because I do like Marketplace and I put a lot of and I'll put pictures of like Brandon on there and stuff. But I don't do anything else. I don't do Instagram. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Twitter. I don't do any of those.
I only do the other things because some people that like watch the show and stuff like that, they're not
Yeah.
on Facebook. So
Well, he's a half smart man because I had two Facebook accounts and he took over the other one so he could look at Marketplace. It's just Todd and Sally. Todd and Sally.
mm,
Yeah.
what are you guys talking about?
Nothing really. Talking about Facebook. Are
Hi,
you on
Brandon.
Facebook?
No,
Are you on any social media?
Reddit, but that I
Well,
use it
Reddit's
to.
not really social media, is it? It's more like a bloggy post thing.
Yeah, to be honest, I use it to advertise stuff.
Yeah, he sells on eBay. Okay, my son has an eBay store, so he takes and he posts his stuff on Reddit.
Too bad they're a bunch of
Does
cheap
it work?
asses.
Does it work?
They get
Well,
a
I
lot of
don't.
views, my items, but they're a
Oh,
bunch of cheap asses.
oh. Well, they have to like, go over there and complain about a lot of stuff.
Probably spent all their money on Uber Eats and OnlyFans.
All right, come on.
Well, OnlyFans, you could be anything on OnlyFans.
Okay,
I
okay.
could get OnlyFans
No,
account.
no, I don't think you should. How come you don't go on TikTok?
Chinese spyware.
Oh, see?
Brandon, you're too young to be a conspiracy theorist, but okay.
Literally, Chinese spyware. They're like
He learns this on his own. We don't tell him this stuff. Where'd you heard of
Okay.
that on the internet?
Moon.
Who?
Moon.
Who's that? A YouTuber?
Yeah, type in Moon
Oh,
TikTok.
uh-huh.
Should pop up.
Oh. Anyway.
Good to know, Brandon.
Yeah, TikTok needs spyware.
I don't do TikTok. I do, what's that? I don't post anything on it, but I'll look at Instagram all the time, see what everybody's
Yeah. Honestly,
doing.
I mean, I told him he could get like a Facebook. I guess he could get an Instagram if he really wanted to. I'm kind of glad he doesn't because you see a lot of kids now, all their faces are just in their phone, like, all the time. You know what I mean? And I will say he's not like that. He goes and does other stuff at least.
Instagram has too many pop-up videos and stuff on it that
Hmm.
they're just like advertisements. I don't
Hmm.
like seeing just here. This is a suggested video for you to watch, and I'm like, I don't want to watch a cat fighting with a hawk, you know.
Yeah, I know. And then after you watch it, like, well, that's 30 seconds of my life I'm never gonna get back.
I've done that before. Sit there watching car wrecks or something on Instagram, and pretty soon it's 45 minutes later, and I'm still sitting there watching car wrecks on Instagram.
Yeah, it's kind of a time suck. I don't know.
So, but yeah, my sales have been up the last month or so. I've gotten really good stuff from the auction to sell.
Well, that always helps when you're listing good stuff too.
Yeah, it's not because I'm listing any harder or working any harder at it. I've just gotten some really. I got a whole bunch of pool supplies, swimming pool parts.
Yeah, and 'tis the season to
I
sell
got
that
a
kind of stuff.
I got a whole bunch of military gear that's selling good. I got a whole bunch of tools and stuff.
Mm.
I've sold. Did you see those silver goblets I got from them?
Yeah.
I heard you talking about them. Did you sell them?
I got 8 of them, and then I've already sold 5 of them,
Oh, good.
and the least I've sold them for is 145 a piece.
Wow.
So I'm probably $300 into the profit on them, and I still got 3 left to sell. So
Cool.
it'll wind up making about $650 before it's all done. 700, 800 maybe.
Well, I'm glad
But
you're doing good with those.
just
Cool.
good stuff from the auction. Yeah, if you don't mind paying up for stuff, sometimes you can get really good stuff to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like that router I was showing yesterday. I listed it yesterday for $170. Let me see what I paid for it. I still haven't listed the Cutco knife set. Yeah, I paid $37.50 for that router, and I listed it for $170. So,
I don't usually look at routers.
Well, this one's almost industrial. It's half inch and it's heavy duty. I don't like shipping the big stuff, but God, if you could make $100 profit off of one router, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll ship that sucker.
I don't mess around with regular household routers.
Yeah.
Unless they're brand new in the box or something. But like if I was at an auction, just somebody's regular router, I ain't gonna mess with it.
Yeah. Hank, down to, what was that? Down to 3 eye drops twice a day on each plus. What's wrong with your eyes, Hank? I don't think I ever.
There's an ulcer.
An ulcer
No,
in your
it's
eye?
for doggy.
Oh, her doggy.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is deemed a national security risk.
Yeah. That's tough, Hank. Tough stuff to deal with when your doggy's not feeling good.
It is funny though. I saw a video where it was like TikTok in China versus TikTok here because they have more like censorship or like, maybe I don't know how to describe it, but they'll do stuff like, they'll have a lot of TikTok videos that are like school graduations or the Rubik's Cube challenge or stuff like that. And then in America, we got girls catching hot dogs with their mouth.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Wow. I mean, some of it though is quite like entertaining. Some of it could be really entertaining. And you're like, why have I been watching this for 30 minutes? But it happens.
I don't even watch TikTok at all. I've had people like send me TikTok videos in Messenger. I won't even watch them. I'm not even gonna get started.
It's a bad habit. That's for sure.
So, yeah, I got 13 orders going out today.
I only sold 2 things yesterday.
It's better than 0.
Yes, it is better than 0.
I sold a whole bunch of projector lamps to one buyer.
Mm-hmm.
He's, I guess he resells them.
Oh.
He said, how much for all you got left of these and how much you got? So he bought 9 projector lamps. So that's good. I'll get to pack them all together and save a lot on shipping because I had free shipping on all of them.
Oh. Oh.
But I met his offers. So, I mean, I had them listed for like 25 a piece, and he said, I'll give you $18 a piece if you want to sell them all. So I said, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I wish he'd just buy all of them. I've still got, even after I sell those 9, I've still got like, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 of those things. Bought them at an auction.
Yep. Well, hell, as long as you can make money on them, there ain't no sense in, trying to sell them to different people.
Yeah, I'm weighing the profit on projector lamps anyway, so I was like, yeah. Take them. I'll take your money.
Yeah.
What's 9 times $18? Yeah.
I don't do math this early in the morning, Todd. If you couldn't figure out 30 years, I'm not doing that kind of math either.
It's like I don't know, $160, something like that. Of course, I got to pay for shipping and then pay eBay, so I'll be down to still over $100 profit on them.
Woo.
Oh, what's the stock market doing this morning? Stock market. It's down just a little. Yeah. Up, down, volatility.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back to the stock market until, at least until the election's over in November, the midterm elections. See if things will settle down a little bit. I'll tell you what, with COVID and elections and everything we've been through the last couple of years, this world is screwed up.
I know, and it all started with 15 days to slow the spread. The sad thing is, they did that 15 days to slow the spread, because otherwise you were going to kill over 1 million people, and we ended up doing that anyway.
Yep. They've come out with new strains lately, and I hardly pay attention to COVID anymore.
I don't really pay attention to it. I think so, like this new strain. I think it's like, oh, we're gonna have to get that fall booster or whatever. Yeah, sell more vaccines maybe.
Well, that
Yeah, I got the booster a couple of months ago, so we could go to
one that's
Europe.
relevant right now is crazy.
Crazy COVID.
Mm-hmm. To where it kind of makes you crazy too.
Oh yeah.
Like, before you get antibiotics or whatever, it makes you crazy. It makes
Really?
you go out of your head and you act like you have dementia.
Yeah. Well, plain old kidney infections were doing that to my mom the last couple of years she was alive.
Yep. Well, then basically I am, Mike. Because I've only got one shot.
I don't know if I sometimes wonder if we haven't had it like a while ago. We were sick, but I don't get tested or that, so
I have all those tests that I got from USPS. They had a thing on their website
yeah.
that said you could get free testing kits or whatever sent to your house, so I did. And when I was sick with that UTI, I felt so bad, man, that and it never hit me that hard before. So I felt so bad that did I did a couple of tests because I just had to make sure that I didn't have COVID.
hmm Yeah, I didn't get any of the free tests.
I just had no strength at all.
I
No
had that
strength.
lady at the I had that lady at the hospital that tried to test me, and I'm like, no, no way, Kimosabi. And she's like, gets all offended. I'm like, no, I'm not getting tested. I'm not even a patient. I go, I will walk out that door before I get tested. He's shoving shit up my nose.
Yeah.
She knew she had to test a woman, but all she had was a last name. She was supposed to test my mom, but Tara was the only woman in the waiting room.
And she's arguing with me. I'm like, I am no way. No, get out of here. I'm leaving.
My mom's inside the emergency room, and this lady doesn't know it, and she's trying to test Tara in the waiting room, and Tara's like, just like, no. And the lady's like, you must comply. And Tara's like, basically, go F yourself. Oh no! I think you said walking out that effing door.
I did not. I did not swear. I don't swear in public. I don't think so.
Hi, Valerie.
I thought we were like cringing.
It's been so long since Texas Val actually came on and talked with us or made long chats. She keeps up with us though, but I miss her being around a lot. Mike, I don't believe you. Yeah, I understand, Val. You've been busy with grandbabies and summertime in the air conditioning heating business has got to be busy. Lag.
What are y'all doing today?
I'm gonna list. It's hot here. It's gonna be hot here.
What? Somebody. I'll be right back.
No, he's gotta go pee again or something. All he does is he just like leaves. I think he drinks too much.
What y'all doing today?
I'm just gonna list. It's hot here.
Yeah. You got AC?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
You couldn't live without
Oh
it.
my God.
Well, it gets so humid. Like if you like tried to, it's in the 90s today, so it could be worse. But like if you try to just have your windows open with no AC, it gets so humid. Your furniture will start feeling damp. Your like floors will feel damp. It like picks up all the humidity in the house.
At night, it was like 9 o'clock last night, and it was still over 90 degrees
Really? It was
at
that
night.
long?
Yes.
Oh.
It was on the when we were driving home from our mom's. It was on
Oh.
the. I looked at the car thermometer. It was 90 degrees.
Oh boy.
Well,
I mean, it's dark, but it's still 90. I'm not. That's not like up north.
when you lived in Wisconsin, do you think it's more humid there than it got in
I would say
Wisconsin?
they have higher humidity than we had in the northern Wisconsin.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot drier up where I was at.
Really?
Where I was at, but I was farther north than you because you're at the top of the lower peninsula. I was all the way at the top of Wisconsin. I was like a half hour south of the upper peninsula border.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get warm days up there, but I mean, if you got up to like over 85, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so hot. I'm dying. Ugh.
We're gonna be over 90 for the next 7 days. That's
Yeah.
not Wisconsin. That almost never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're 800 miles north or south of where we were. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Being from California, and it's super dry there, you know. And so like going to Michigan, and I would be standing at the sink doing dishes, and I just got beads of sweat pouring off me. And you know, in California, it took a lot just to get me to sweat. I couldn't sweat hardly at all.
Huh.
Oh
But
yeah, you
here,
can cut humidity with a knife.
Yeah, I mean, like I got out of the car last night. We had the air on in the car, and you're like, I wear eye. My glasses are fogged up immediately. When I got out of the car last night, and that was like at Jim says it's after 9. We got home like at like 20 to 9.
Yeah, but later on it was
Okay.
dark out.
Okay. Yeah. I go, wow, Jim, it really feels like Florida out here today. It was muggy. But honestly, now because I've lived here long enough, I mean, when it's like 80, to me that feels like 70. I don't know. It doesn't. I think I'm getting more adapted to it.
When it's like 30, we're wearing like parkas and mittens.
I wear like a hoodie sweatshirt.
Yeah, we're okay.
I don't have a parka, by the way.
You need to wear.
Mashana has a bolo. She says, "Watch out for M.A. Hadley items."
Oh yeah, they quit. That's because they quit making it, Hadley.
Big money. The company is closing by the end of 2022. But a set of 6 napkins on eBay that did not sell in the store sold in less than 10 minutes, and she sold them for $145.
I think Hadley maybe used to be an artist or at Louisville Stoneware or vice versa. And I don't know. Did I hear Louisville Stoneware is going to be done too? I don't remember. It's kind of that same style though.
Yeah.
So it's linens?
No, it's dishes.
Oh, but she sold napkins.
Is it the napkins or napkin rings? Oh.
She sold napkins.
I
think. I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
Well, they might make like linens to match the dishes. But if you look up Hadley, yeah, you'll see the dishes. They're kind of like country, kind of. They'll have like sheep on them or an animal or something like that.
Yeah, she said the ones have very little information on them.
Yeah, that knock at the door was my poly bags getting here.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were going to the bathroom again.
Poly bags have gone skyrocketed in price. They were like, for this package I got, they were like $30 for however many it was, and now they're like $50. I'm like, crap.
Well, it's cost of everything's going to go up. Delivery cost, everything.
That's more than the rate of inflation. So I'm like, well, dang.
Come on, Todd. When they're saying the rate of inflation is only 8%, I mean, come on. I'd like to
I
know what
know.
the hell only went up 8%. Everything. I mean, most of the prices were like freaking double. That's
I know.
100%. I mean, yes, they're definitely
Thanks,
whistling on your
Brandon.
back and telling you it's raining.
Oh boy, you really
Well,
got old Jim
Go to the
fired up on
grocery
that.
store and tell me what's only gone up 8%, for Christ's sake. Even bottled water's gone up more than 8%, and it's freaking water. They don't even have to make it; it just comes out
Well,
of the
the
ground.
plastic bottles,
I know.
petroleum used to make plastic.
I know. Well, whatever. I'm just saying that 8%. I don't know what the hell rainbow world that's coming from. But that's a load of bullshit. I'm just
Rainbow
saying.
World. It comes from
Jeez.
Rainbow World.
There's Jim's economy report for the
Well,
Jim almost choked on his breakfast like
yeah. He's got
uh,
a bowl of cereal he's eating while he's saying all this stuff. His
fired
mouth is full of cornflakes. Anyway,
fired Jim up. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you brought up that rate of inflation, Todd. It was too much for him.
Rainbow World. Yeah. Well, it's just there's just so much that customers will stand when we pass all these increases onto them.
Yeah, but
Postal
it's going
services up.
everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, when I go into Walmart, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I would say the prices increased at least 30% on.
I bought
Yeah.
some shipping boxes from Home Depot, and I'm like, crap, when I worked at Home Depot 5 years ago, these were so and so price. They're like, yeah, like Jim said, they're double.
You know,
Zach says he
God.
raised his prices too.
um,
Yeah, but the problem with that, you're gonna reach a point where customers can't buy it from you at the price you
well,
used to get.
on eBay, people
Today
are
in the
just going to go to
time.
price plus shipping lowest first, and they're always going to knock off all the ones that are on the. If it's the same product, identical product, they're going to go with the price plus shipping lowest first.
Yeah. So yeah, I bought these from Amazon, but the box is kind of ripped open. I hope the bags are good.
I agree with you there, Mr. Sadie. It's like you try to talk about something that's not political, and everything is now political because it's been made to be political. Like it it is affected by all of that.
It's
Well,
It's
yeah.
not even politics. It's propaganda. It's either, and I don't
Oh
care what
no.
side you're talking about. It's everything now. It reminds me of Germany in the 40s. Everything is propaganda. Propaganda this, propaganda. Everybody's using politics or using science or using you name it
Mhm.
to sell their agenda. And then what's at the tail end of all of it? Money. It's
Yep.
always like we're on the side of right, the right side of us getting more money. It's just
Hmm.
Wow.
now it's like wrestling, or I should say wrestling. You remember when there was a handful of people who still believe that professional wrestling with the outcome wasn't rigged, that it was actually real, and they didn't whisper to each other in the ring and say which move they were going to use next. I mean, it's so out in the open now. I mean, you really have to, if you don't realize now that it's all fixed. I mean, open your eyes.
Oh shoot!
Lori, if you're watching, happy birthday to you.
In like 1962, my dad took my grandmother, mom, and me and my brother to a wrestling match, and my grandmother believed that it was real. She would watch it on the black and white TV, and
Poor thing.
we went and watched a couple of
Probably.
matches, and it was interesting. And then at the end, Dad drove us around, and all the wrestlers were uh, were talking happily with each other and getting in the same car and driving home.
Yeah. Do you remember like an old wrestler? I think from maybe the '60s that was called the Crusher. Anyway, he was
Uh,
from South Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my uncle used to be friends with his little brother. I forgot his name. My uncle's dead now. Oh, I forgot his
They're,
real
they're
name.
just they're just
Anyway.
acting like they all are.
Oh, she's crying a little crying song.
Well, she don't want the mailman.
Yeah, every region had their ring of wrestlers they did for local TV stations.
You know,
And we always watched the Amarillo, Texas wrestlers.
I knew somebody in the early '90s that still believed it was real. I'm like, this is all fake. Like, no, it's real. It's real. They also believe that. Remember, like, because they were like cracking down about steroid use, you know, and wrestlers and that. And they're like, well, they advertise the steroids on TV. Remember, like that, what they call it, like Weight Gain 2000? They thought that was steroids, or you know what I'm talking about? That
You
that
could get them though. I mean, you could get them legally when I was in college. It would have been like 1984, 85 before. I mean, before they really started cracking down on it. In the 80s, you could still get them.
Oh, really?
Who was the comedian?
Question like, do you take steroids or not?
Who was the comedian in the 1980s or 90s that did a movie about becoming a wrestler? It was somebody like John Travolta or somebody.
I don't
Somebody
remember
small.
that one. I remember that other one that Mickey Rourke did, that wrestler movie, but that would have been like after 2000.
Oh yeah, that one's spicy.
Yeah, that's a little. That's
What's
not
that
a.
tail?
It's not
No.
a comedy.
What's her name? The woman, the female actor.
It's not Natalie Portman.
No, it's that dark hair.
Oh yeah, she was in that boxing movie that Clint Eastwood did, and I forgot her name. Wasn't she that whatever Go Baby or?
No, she's in My Cousin Vinny.
Oh,
She's the what the talks with the real.
Marissa Tomei.
Melissa.
Yes, that's his
Mar-
love interest, the
Tomei.
wrestler. Oh boy, you're gonna learn things about her you would never. I mean, holy cripes! I mean, I guess it was advancing the plot, but I don't know how they talked her into it.
Oh boy.
I remember the 80s, and I was only a kid.
Jim remembers the 80s because he lived through them.
I was 5 years old when the 60s were over.
Yeah, he's born in '65. He remembers the '70s too.
I vaguely remember the big hullabaloo when they had the Democrat convention in Chicago.
What year was that?
68. I was 3 years old.
Okay, well, how do you remember?
I don't
stuff
remember
when
the
you
thing.
were-
I just remember getting carted up, wrapped up, and taken out of the apartment because we had to go to the like one area of the apartment.
Oh, because
building.
he lived down there at the time.
Yeah, we lived right on State Street.
Well, thank you, Lag. I'm not that old, Sally. Or you're not that old, Sally.
What year were you born,
Thank you. I
Sally?
appreciate that.
What kind of question is that? Maybe she just doesn't want to tell you.
Are you telling me how old you are, Sally? Or is that a secret?
Huh?
How old are you, or is that a secret?
Oh, I'm 46.
Oh, well, you're a little younger than me. I'm 49. So I thought maybe you were born in the 80s.
No, I was born in 76.
3 years. I was 73.
You know what sucks is when somebody says, "Oh, I'm turning 50," and then you think to yourself, "God, I wish I was just turning 50." That's when you know you're getting old.
The Shauna says I'm older than Todd. That is
boy.
old.
It's
Nobody's
old.
older than Todd except Tom.
It'll be okay. You're still young in my eyes, Miss Shauna, because you're like out there getting it, girl. She's always looking for shit to sell, and she does really well. She
Yeah, I
has a
think
lot of
Todd's
knowledge,
like,
too.
isn't Todd like 73 now?
Almost.
Yeah.
They should have said 83.
When I was still selling real estate,
And that would have made it feel better or worse.
Worse, I was trying to pick a higher age, but I didn't go high enough.
when I was still selling real estate, we had this guy. I won't say his last name, but his name was Len, and he worked with a different agent. He wasn't my customer, but he would come in asking for or whatever. And one day he came in. He was just on his way to go play tennis, and he said, "Hey, is Audrey around?" I said, "No, she's not around, Len." Anyway, he goes, "Okay, well, I'll catch her in the afternoon." Well, he didn't come back in the afternoon. Didn't think much of it. This guy's 87 years old going to play tennis. After he got through playing tennis, he went home instead because he didn't feel good. Laid down in bed and had a heart attack, and just in his was asleep. Died of a heart attack while he was sleeping. at 87 years old, and he played tennis the day he died. That's the way I want to go.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
play tennis.
That's probably the problem. That's probably why it won't happen. Right?
You could be president in a couple of years if you wanted to, Todd.
Oh,
I think that is one thing that they need to change. I don't think you should have to be that old to be president. How old do you have to be? What's the
35?
limit?
Isn't it 35?
Huh?
35.
Yeah, you have to be 35.
Oh,
No, you don't have to be that old. They just keep putting old people in there.
Well, for a long time, we've had the
Well,
majority.
Barack
of voters.
Obama was the youngest voted in president, wasn't he? He was in his 40s.
no, Kennedy was the youngest.
I think Kennedy
Oh,
was
Kennedy was younger.
But did Obama beat Kennedy? Or?
Did was Obama when he first got voted in? Was he younger than when Kennedy took office?
No.
Oh.
No, he was probably
Well, I didn't live
second
through
though.
Kennedy, so you got me there.
Kennedy was only like 39 or something.
Kennedy was 39 when he was elected?
I think so.
Holy shnikes.
He was
What?
pretty young.
Was he that young?
Yeah, let's see.
I thought you had to be older, Mr. Sadie. That's what I meant. I didn't think that you would have to be like, you know.
Well, he was definitely the youngest president.
I thought maybe you had to be 70 or something to be president.
Well, you got to remember, though, when they formed the country, 35 was old.
Yeah,
But now that I'm thinking about it, Obama and
Kennedy was 43 when he took office. I was like 39 seemed a little young because I knew he was a World War II veteran.
43
well.
is still wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
No, I think you should have some.
Oh, Obama
experience
47.
before you were president. But I think, you know what? I think there's too many people that are like too much on the rich side. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty hard to be a regular person and run in that circle.
You've been paying off favors for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been in the buddy system for a long time before you can get up to the number one.
Yeah.
That's the big government teeth when you get up there.
Yeah, it's the mega
Yeah,
teeth.
all of us are just down here sucking on the little government teeth. But you want to get up there in Congress or president, you're on the big teeth. You're really sucking money out of the government.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much age has to do with being president. It's just you have to have years and years and years of being part of the system.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
have to be
being
part of the machine.
part of the machine that's either Republican or Democrat.
Yeah. You got to be like,
Good.
whatever party you're in, you're going to be like involved with, like, say, the DNC. You're going to be involved with them in college at a young age. You're going to take poli-science. You're going to intern for
Yeah.
senators. You gotta travel that whole circle.
You
And
can
probably
hardly
it's
get
still hard
elected
to break
president.
through,
hmm
you know.
That's why Trump was such a kind of a fluke, because he had, even though he always dabbled in politics, he wasn't.
But even
hadn't
but actually though, Todd, to what you were saying, even Trump was still connected though from private sector, but he still was connected. He still knew people. People did favors for him. He did favors for other people. I don't think you could ever get away from that.
Yeah.
I think it probably goes all the way back to when you had caveman tribes. You know, who's the caveman who does the most for the tribe? Well, he's going to wind up being their leader. You know.
Yeah. I can imagine Biden as a caveman.
Yeah. I think you've been eaten by a saber-toothed tiger already. Come on, man.
Oh man.
You'd been calling that saber-toothed tiger corn pop and in a chain fight with it, you'd have lost.
Did they test you for eating people just because you're a saber-toothed tiger? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Honestly, there's this. I do watch it once in a while. There's a YouTube channel called Freedom Tunes, and they make this animated cartoon with the actual words of Joe Biden telling the story of Corn Pop, and it is really funny. I mean, it is really funny to watch.
I think the actual video of him actually telling the corn pop story.
Yeah, true.
You didn't see anything like this laying on the floor
No.
because it's a part from a $100 pair of sneakers.
Well, why didn't you take better care of
It
it?
was shoved up inside the shoe, and Miss Choose a Lot grabbed it.
Well, I don't even know. I don't see it over here.
Yeah, I gotta glue those back on and sell them shoes.
Well, it's about that time to shut her down.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's starting to get weird.
It's starting to get weird.
Talking about Biden being a caveman and corn pop. Yeah.
He was a bad dude. so Lag goes, Corn Pop with a question. Just go after you're done watching Todd's show. I'll pitch another YouTube channel. Go to Freedom Tunes Corn Pop story, and you can learn the whole story of Corn Pop. And he was a bad dude, and he ran with a group of bad boys.
And I like the kids are listening to the story. Their eyes are like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
What the hell is this little white guy talking about? Anyway.
There you go, Sadie. Jim left weird a long time ago. All right, folks, we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know whether we'll be on. Sally's kind of wanting to get out of doing the show.
Oh boy, you're gonna have
She
to
still
recruit.
comes. She's still been coming on, but
You're gonna have to recruit Tom. You're gonna have to bring Tom out of retirement then.
yeah, Tom did it Wednesday. So,
Or you're gonna have to be the big boss and just take over, Todd.
nah, I don't know. I enjoy it too much to just stop. So
No, it looks like it's all you now. It's your baby.
Yeah, you're gonna be the corn pop morning show.
hold. Like was saying bye, now he's saying hold. Well, there you go. All right, folks. See y'all tomorrow on somebody's channel.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.